Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for the 14th of April, 2014, which is Erev Pesach. So it's best that we spend today doing all of the changes that are going to happen over Yom Tov when I will be out of contact with you, so you'll know the halachas of them. Here they are really quickly. First of all, we're going to switch over with the special bracha for Tal at Musaf of the first day of Pesach, and that's the official switch from saying Mashiv Haruach, which we had said throughout the winter season, and we'll be switching over to no Mashiv Haruach if you're Ashkenaz, or we'll be switching over to Morid Hatol if you're Nusach Svard. Those switchovers are crucial. If you forget to do them, you have to repeat the Shemona Esrei. And if you don't know what you did because you unfortunately didn't pay attention to yourself during your Shemona Esrei, then you'd have to assume for the first 30 days that you probably went according to your old habit, and then you'd have to repeat the Shemona Esrei. The Svard people usually switch over during Musaf because someone usually announces in the shul that it's time to say Morid Hatal, so they all switch over at Musaf. In an Ashkenaz shul, it's a little awkward to make that announcement because there's nothing to announce. We don't like to say, stop saying Mashiv Haruach, because that's a praise of God. So typically in an Ashkenaz shul, no announcement is made, and therefore the first time that the people will switch over will be after Musaf. In other words, their first chance of not saying Mashiv Haruach will happen at Mincha. But check carefully with the custom of your shul, because someone might announce something, and follow whatever it is that your shul is doing. Also, we switch over to saying Vsain Brachah, and that switch happens the same time. It's just that there's no occasion to say it during the first 2 days of Yom Tov because there's no weekday Shemona Esrei, and the switch over from Vsain Talamat Bracha to Vsain Bracha, that switch over happens in a weekday Shemona Esrei. So the first time the weekday Shemona Esrei happens, which will be the Marav at the beginning of the third day of Pesach, that's when you should please remember to be saying Vsain Bracha instead of Vsain Talamat Bracha. There too, if you make the mistake, you would have to repeat the entire Shemona Esrei. And if you don't know what you did, again, you'd have to assume for the first 30 days that you did the wrong habit. About all the in-betweens, like what if I remember in the middle and stuff like that, well, those halachas will try to get you in the following day. But meanwhile, we wanted you to know those, the specifics of the switch-ups and all that. We'll try and give you on the next day's halacha. Also, please note that starting on the second night of Pesach, wherever you are, whether you're keeping one night of Yom Tov or one day of Yom Tov or two, still on the second night of Pesach, we start counting Sefiras HaOmer. The appropriate time always to start counting Sefiras HaOmer, best time, is after nightfall. Nightfall is the time when Shabbos ends in your area. After nightfall is the best time to do the counting. Some people do it a little bit earlier, and that's after sunset in their area. If your shul is doing that, you may join along with the shul and do that. But it's best to try and say it at its more appropriate time again, or specifically then after nightfall. That's the best time. If you forgot to say it at night, you can still say it the following daytime, and that'll still be fine, and your whole count of being continuous throughout the Sefira won't be ruined as long as you remembered sometime during each day. But if you totally forgot an entire day and you never counted it at night or throughout the following day, then you kind of broke the streak, we could say it like that, and therefore you would continue to count all the other days but without a bracha, because the entire mitzvah gets kind of broken if you miss one of the days. Those are some quickies that are going to switch over during Yom Tov, and now you know some of the basics. If you have more questions, please learn them and ask people all about them. Have a very good Yom Tov, and tune in again after the first 2 days of Yom Tov at the night of the beginning of the first day of Chol Hamoed, when we'll have brand new laws for you. Bye-bye.